So hello everyone. So let's do some advantages and disadvantages with any issue you like to choose. So in this moment, could you just simply allow yourself to be? And then could you just simply allow yourself to pick spontaneously an issue that you would like to feel free about? Do some advantages and disadvantages, releasing. And what is an advantage about the issue in this moment? And could you just simply welcome that and whatever that brings up inside? And if there's any wanting associated with that, could you just note the wanting and let it go? Let it dissolve by noticing it. And what is, if there is no advantage in that moment? Or with other words, could you just let the advantage go as best you can? And what is a disadvantage about the issue? About having or doing it, or not having or doing it? Or just an object? And is there any wanting associated with that? Could you allow that to be here now? And then could you just simply let go wanting that? And just for now, could you just simply let the memory of that disadvantage go? Would you? When? And what is beyond advantages and disadvantages? And what's another advantage about the issue you've chosen so far? And is that bringing some wanting with it? And then could you just simply let that wanting go? Set it free as best you can. And then could you just simply let the memory of that advantage go just for now? Knowing that it may come back if required. And what's another disadvantage about the issue? Could you allow that to come up to mind? Or could you just allow the feeling to be here, arising with or as that? And is that the result of wanting control, proof, security, separation, or oneness? And whatever the wanting is, could you just let that wanting go for now? Would you? When? And then could you just simply let that whole disadvantaged memory, thought and feeling combination go? Would you? When? And what is another advantage of the issue, person, place, or thing you've chosen so far? And is that coming from a wanting control, proof, security, separation, oneness? And then could you just simply let that wanting go? And if there's any personal angle with it, could you let that dissolve as well? And what is another disadvantage about the issue? And is that coming from wanting control, proof, security, separation, oneness? And then could you just notice any angle that's personal? And then could you just let that go? Would you let it go if you could? And what is beyond advantages and disadvantages? Aware yet unaffected by any of that. And then could you just simply allow yourself to review life, and just life in general, and check to see if there's any advantage about life in general for you? And could you just simply welcome whatever pictures, sounds, sensations, or memories that brings up inside? And then could you welcome too any sense that's personal about you or who you are? And if you don't go into memory or focus on the body-mind, can you actually find the one who had that advantage about life? What can you find? And what is another or some disadvantage for you about life in general? And could you welcome that? Whatever pictures, sounds, sensations, memories may arise with or as that. And could you welcome too any sense of identification with that? Any sense that says something about you or what you are not about them? or what they aren't, what it is or what it isn't. And is there actually anyone here, if you don't look into your mind or your body, who is having that disadvantage in this moment? What is here beyond advantages and disadvantages in this moment? Aware too, yet unaffected by any of that. And let's do that again. What is another advantage about life in general? And could you welcome whatever that brings up? Could you welcome any wanting to do anything with, about, or to that? As well as any sense of identification with it. And then in this moment, can you actually find the one besides the memory of your mind or your body who has that particular advantage about life? What can you find in this moment? Great. And then could you just simply allow yourself to check to see if there's another disadvantage of life in general in this moment? And could you welcome or just be in touch with whatever that brings up inside? Could you welcome to any wanting to do something with or about it, as well as any underlying wanting? And could you welcome to any sense of identification with it? Any sense that it means something about someone or something? And if you don't go into memory or focus on the body-mind, can you actually find the one in this moment who had this particular disadvantage? What can you find beyond the memory, beyond advantages and disadvantages, and even your body? Yet at the same place, and then could you just simply allow yourself to rest or be as that? Would you? If you could? And when?